Our Bridge of Hope ministry team just returned from Sudan, where they met Barb Vogel, a retired school teacher who's labored tirelessly both at home and in Sudan to bring help and hope to the starving people of this war-torn nation. Here's what Barb had to say.
The food that's been supplied to these people is just paramount. You know, children laying in the piles of the dirt and along the road. And we saw the day before the child, when they beat the grain down, digging in the bottom of that and licking off the bottom of that wooden thing for the tiniest morsel of food. You know, all these people will eat for the next few months is what Breakthrough provided. You know, I saw yesterday a child go out into the road and pull the weeds and put them in a wooden bowl for her mother to cook. And she brought them back to her mother. They were green and they were something to eat. So without that food that Breakthrough provided these people, that's what they would be eating.
Can you imagine trying to survive on weeds? Without our help, this is all the people have to eat. And it's always the children who suffer the most. God help us if we don't help them. Thanks to partners and friends like you, we've sent 1.5 million pounds of food and over $3 million worth of medical supplies to help save their lives. But as long as mothers watch their children slowly die of hunger, I'll continue to do everything in my power to help them. So please call, go online, or write to me today and say you'll help me help them before it's too late. Your gift of only $40 will help feed an entire family in Sudan that's struggling to survive and keep our many Bridge of Hope outreaches strong around the world. Your compassionate gift of $80 can help save the lives of 2 entire families. What would the Lord have you do? Every moment we wait, another child will die from starvation. Another desperate family will go hungry. Please do your best. Please do it today.
I mean, if people could give, if they could give $40, that would go fathoms and fathoms to help a family. You know, you look into those huts and there's nothing. And these people, if they get a little bag of beans, that little handful of beans would probably feed a family for, I don't know. Well, that would certainly be it for the day, if not more than one day. So thank Breakthrough.
Call now or go online. Time is running out for God's children. Your gift can be the miracle they're waiting for.
You know, freedom is a very precious right we enjoy in America, but it has come at a very great price. Paid for by over 1 million Americans who died in battle for the freedoms you and I so very much enjoy. But today, my heart is overwhelmingly burdened when I realize that in the African nation of Sudan, more than twice that number have died as a result of a war led by a terrorist regime that has particularly targeted Christians. Children are being raped and murdered, parents hacked to pieces, and thousands driven into the desert to die without shelter or provision. You stood with me before to cry loud and spare not for our nation's leaders to put a stop to these atrocities. And on October 25, 2002, President Bush signed the Sudan Peace Act into law. But this recent field report from Sudan documents horrifying eyewitness accounts, clearly verifying that the violence continues. We must not be silent. We must do something now to stop the killing and protect the innocent. I'm calling on concerned Christians and partners of this ministry to their knees in prayer for our persecuted brothers and sisters in Sudan, but we can't stop there. Please go to your phone or write today to request your free petitions to President Bush and your 2 United States senators demanding they enforce the Sudan Peace Act. When you do, please include your very best gift of compassion to help save the lives of thousands of men, women, and children. Your gift of only $40 will help feed 1 entire family that's been driven into the desert to die of starvation. Your compassionate gift of $80 can save the lives of 2 entire families and keep our many Bridge of Hope outreaches strong around the world. So please, call or write today and say you'll help me stop the killing and protect the innocent.
Millions in the African nation of Sudan are being persecuted for professing their faith in Jesus Christ. The Sudan Peace Act's been enacted, but thousands continue to be persecuted, starved, and even killed for their faith. Together we can help stop the killing. Write or call toll-free 1-800-942-2039 to request your free petitions for President Bush and your 2 United States senators. Our goal is to rush 500,000 pounds of food and relief to help save their lives. Your gift of only $40 can feed an entire family. $80 can save the lives of 2 families and support our Bridge of Hope missions around the world. Call today. Together we can stop the killing and protect the innocent.
Since the creation of man, God ordained the institution of marriage between a man and a woman to raise godly children. Now marriage is under attack. If we don't act now, experts agree the outcome will be devastating, not only for our children's children, but for all generations to come.
Well, this is a battle that we absolutely cannot afford to lose. We just can't afford to lose it because everything depends on it. Our institutions, our government, our way of life, everything, including the gospel of Jesus Christ, depends upon strong families.
Pastor Parsley's believing to send 250,000 petitions to the offices of our nation's lawmakers and a loud and clear message that God-fearing men and women in America do not want marriage ripped apart to satisfy an activist agenda. President Bush has already pledged his support of a federal marriage amendment to the Constitution.
Marriage cannot be severed from its cultural, religious, and natural roots without weakening the good influence of society.
So call toll-free now to request your petitions, or log on to www.breakthrough.net, where you can not only sign your petitions online, but send them to everyone on your email list to sign as well. We have a proven track record. We know our petitions and our prayers work. Together, we've witnessed the passage of the Sudan Peace Act and the ban against the horror of partial birth abortion. When you send Pastor Parsley your signed petitions, please consider tucking in your very best gift to help keep the voice of Breakthrough speaking out for the biblical values that have made America the greatest nation on earth. When you do, you'll receive Marriage in America Under Attack, the eye-opening video that reveals the agenda to destroy marriage and family as we know it. But more, this video will arm you with the information you need to win this battle for our families. Plus, you'll receive Pastor Parsley's new booklet, God's Plan for the Family, to help keep you and your family strong. So please, for the sake of our children, call the toll-free number today or go online to join with Pastor Parsley in the fight to put family first in America again. Your voice can and will make a difference.
They need to contact their member of Congress in Washington and also their state legislators as well and their governors. Because these people, while they may, people think, well, they know what my position is, they've already decided what they're going to do. They need to hear constituents, and they will definitely hear from the other side.
But if people don't do anything, here's what's going to happen. Children will be taught in schools that homosexuality is normal and healthy. And they'll be told that their parents' views are a matter of bigotry. They'll be told their church's views are just a matter of hatred and intolerance. In fact, in schools in California, that's already happening.
No American can afford to sit this one out. Call today. Just a moment of your time can help put families first in America again.
In the wake of a 20-year civil war in Sudan since early 2003, sweeping ethnic cleansing has reared its ugly head once again, and the atrocities have been staggering. 30,000 people slaughtered. Nearly 1.5 million innocent men, women, and children have been driven from their homes to die of starvation and exposure. Our Bridge of Hope workers just returned from Sudan, where they met a 9-year-old orphan named Ding. Arab militia bombs killed his mother and father, blew one of his hands completely off, and only 2 fingers remain on the other. With no family, he's been left to survive completely on his own. As a father myself, my heart breaks when I hear stories like this young boy's in the wake of war. Thousands of innocent people are fleeing for their very lives, and refugee camps cannot meet the demand. Reports now estimate over 5,000 a day will die within the next 30 days alone. I've already committed to rush another 130,000 pounds of relief to help save their lives, but I must have your help. Please, your gift of only $40 will help save the lives of precious children like Dean, who have no hope without us, and keep our Bridge of Hope outreaches strong around the world. The Lord has blessed many of you to help even more. Think of what a gift of $80, $500, or even $1,000 could do. Innocent lives hang in the balance. Today, another child will surely die without your aid. So please, call the number on your screen or go to our website with your very best gift of compassion. Every moment you wait is one moment too long for these children.
In the wake of war in Sudan, tens of thousands of innocent men, women, and children have fled for their lives, only to find starvation and death at the end of their journey. Orphaned children left to wander the desert in search of food. Desperate mothers cradle their starving babies, waiting for a miracle of hope. Children dying of disease, forgotten victims of an evil regime. We must not let them die. Your call now can mean the difference between life and death. Our goal is to rush another 130,000 pounds of food and medical supplies to help save their lives. Your gift of only $40 can provide life-saving relief for an entire family. $80 can give hope to 2 families and support our Bridge of Hope missions around the world. Please call now, toll-free, or go online. Time is running out for God's children. Your gift can be the miracle they're waiting for.